the seat's missing here. Okay, we've taken the seat out, or I have, so that I can do some work. I had purchased this Scotty mount, and everybody, uses them. I think about $20, $19 and something, free shipping on Amazon. These Scotty mounts are really nice. I like them, but $20, I don't like them that much. I'll be honest with you. If I'd have known more about how it was built, I probably would have saved myself some money. Instead of buying this for, $20, I would have probably purchased 3 of these that are a Scotty mount that's a flush mount. I couldn't get these for $6 a piece, so I'd have still saved, I'd have got 3 and still saved $2. So what I wanted is, because like I say now, guys, the seat's out, and here's the mounts for the seat. But I wanted something here. I'm planning on not doing anything on the sides that protrude up that can't be removed, because I don't want to trip getting in this thing. So I've already cut the hole and I've put this in. Now I'm thinking, okay, now, this is going to hold the rod holder. And, and this will go in there. I mean, I can take it out of this base and I can put it in here. But I thought, well, wait a minute. Let's look at this. So I looked, and maybe you can see this. I hope you can. This is 1/2-inch PVC, schedule 40. And if you'll notice, I put these grooves right here. Well, when you put the grooves in this thing, there's a groove down inside there. You can't see it, but you'll see when I do this, that when I hit that groove, that drops in. Now, it drops in, but also I'm able to turn this. Let me figure out which way. Oh, it goes this way right here. And now it's locked in. And I thought, that's pretty cool. I like that. So this gives me something to work with here. So this is what I ended up doing. I made this. I took you can see the design here again with the cutout. But I took the 1 1/4 inch PVC pipe. This was actually going to be made for that side over there. I'm going to make a complete reverse of this. I put a notch in there so that I could lock it in, and I'll show you how this works. Like I said, now this one is actually the one for the other side. I'll have to make the one for this side. So this is not going to be actually right where where I wanted it at. But as you can see, it's pointing in toward the boat. It should be pointing out. But on that side, it will be pointing out. But you take it, and it's locked in there. And, of course, I don't have the base screwed down yet. And then the rod will go in like so. Slide it in, okay? And then rotate it. Now the rod can't come out. Now I am concerned about how much tension I'm getting here on this plastic because I have no way here to put nuts on the other side without cutting a hole. I can't reach underneath this part of the boat. But I think I've got another idea that I'm going to try to do. I'm not at that point yet to mount them. I'm waiting on some goop to come in. It should come in today from Amazon. So this is what I built, and I think it's going to work really good. And that way, if I have this one over there and have another one over here, I can do some trolling. Now, trolling is not something I've ever done because I don't live around a lake, and I'm hardly ever on a lake. I have fish trolling before with people with other boats that took me along to show me how it worked. But I know that's going to work good on this kayak when I'm out there camping and around those lakes. Now, something else. I'm into this plastic. PVC is unbelievable what you can do with it. I did not know that you can melt PVC and it go right to whatever you mold it to, and it's just as rigid. It's something about its molecular structure, if I can say the word. But this is the cutout that came out of this hole from the factory. And what it is, when they cut it out, it fell down inside, and then I happened to see it down there, I guess because the kayak was standing on its nose. There should be another one in there somewhere. I don't know where it's at. But I took this and put this in my solar oven. Instead of using a flame, I could have used a flame on the stove or a cigarette lighter, but this has a tendency to discolor it. So I put this in my solar oven at about 100 and I guess it's more like about 225. Left it in there for about 15 minutes, enough that it got soft, so hot you couldn't handle it. And I squeezed it with a rag and held it till it got cool enough that it kind of kept the form, and then stuck it under some water in the house. And so this is, man, this stuff is tough. Well, lots of people complain about these. This is where you lay your oars. And there's no type of straps, and you could put a strap if you wanted to, but I'm looking at doing something like this out of some more of this plastic and curve it completely around. I do have Kydex that would work good, but I'm back then to something that's sticking up, that's kind of, Kydex great, but it's thin. I don't want something that's going to cut me. And I'm hoping this is going to work. If it don't, I'll go to the Kydex. But that way I can make an actual clip that will hold my paddle, so that when I'm fishing I can just clip it on. Now, you see these things and you're always like, why did they do that? These guys are engineers. Oh yeah, look here. This is the cutout for my storage compartment that I'm going to put on here, the hatch. So I'm going to have a piece of plastic this big to use to make those clips with. But everything breaks. That anything and everything is going to break sooner or later. The handle might break because it's used a lot, and it's holding a lot of weight. You might do something, break one of these. I mean, they're plastic, but I guarantee you that bungee cord is going to not last long at all because it's going to be out in the sun. But why in the world would they have riveted it on there? Why didn't they do it with some screws or something? That way, like this, that way you could take it off if you wanted to, and if this breaks now, my only option is to take something and drill that out and get that out and let the other side fall in, and then no telling how big that hole is. But why in the world they did not do that with just screws? And I know that's a tension spot, but it's made to hold your paddle, your kayak paddle. And a lot of people hook this to their anchor and use it for an anchor system instead of having an anchor trolley. But I'm not going to do that because I know what'll happen. But it gives them flexibility when they're out in the ocean with waves or whatever. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm at. I've got to make this other side. I've got to drill it. I've already got the hole marked. There's the other one that goes there. You do have to look and watch how you've got them oriented, so it'll be oriented right. And I hope you guys enjoy. Oh yeah, check this out. This was what I made for my anchor system to put my thing that I wrap my anchor rope up on, and you wouldn't believe how great that fits my stainless thermos cup that looks kind of like a Yeti, but it's not. It's the ones they sell at Walmart. Fits in it great. So I'm gonna figure out a way to integrate this, because they've got this here so a water bottle can lay here. I'll be rolling around and everything else. This could be a place to set a soda, but that's not very deep either. If you want to set a soda can or something in there. So I think I may make something that this goes to, and it goes through that scupper hole and just sets on it like that, and that way I can make it the height I want it. And then when I'm setting my seat, I've got a good place. I can stand it, straddle it, and I've got a good place to put my soft drink. Oh yeah, check this out. Another idea. Freebie at Harbor Freight. You guys that work on stuff know what this is. It's a magnetic tray. Now, I've drilled a hole through the center of it, but this was a freebie. It was a coupon they had at Harbor Freight. I always look at the coupons, and you go in there, and all you got to do is take in the coupon, and they had about 6 or 7 different items, and I thought, man, I could use that. And the reason why I say I can use it, I don't know how many times I've been fishing, and, you want to change hooks, or you want to change something. You got to get out your box with hooks, and you got to put it back, and then, and before you know it, they're laying all over the boat. So if I go to change a hook, I'll just throw it right on there. Or let's say I'm fishing for something where you lose a lot of hooks, like brim, you lose a lot of hooks because they swallow them, and you don't want to kill the fish, so you just cut the line off. And then I don't have to go digging through my box again, making a lot of noise. I can hold them right in here, and I've done tried it. It even works with the lead heads for the jigs, because there's enough metal in the hook that it'll hold it in there. You can turn that thing right upside down. That'll be great. When the trip's over with, I can get them all out, sort them back out, and put them back into my tackle box. I thought that was a really good idea. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm not going to put it there. I think what I'm going to do with this Scotty is I'm going to go ahead and mount this base here and take the rod holder out. For one thing is, if it's mounted here in the rod holders, it's a long way from that seat. It doesn't look like it, but that's a long way to reach. Well, you can tell, this is the foot peg, so you better imagine it's down past your feet. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this mount, design me another one like I did out of the PVC, and I'm going to use that to either put my GPS that I've got, an old one, or maybe a fish finder someday, and hook it up. And then that way on this one, I can reach through the hull, and I can put nuts on the backs of them and be able to bolt them down really good. So that's just kind of a thing with some DIY, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll show you a little more as we get it done in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.